Good morning, students. So far, we have learnt about reflection and refraction of light. Now, we are going to study another interesting property of light responsible for the colors in a rainbow. How is the white light of sun giving the various colors of the rainbow? The famous scientist Newton discovered while doing his experiments with prisms that white light has a mixture of 7 colors. A thick sheet of cardboard with a small hole or a narrow slit in the middle is taken. Now, sunlight is made to fall on the narrow slit and this gives a narrow beam of white light. Now, a glass prism has to be taken and placed in front of the cardboard to see that light from the narrow slit is incident on one of the refracting surfaces of the prism. Position of the prism is adjusted by turning it slowly until the light coming out of the prism appears on a screen placed near it. Remember, the screen is placed in front of the second refracting surface through which light comes out of the prism. We will find the beautiful band of colors. How does this happen? The prism might have split the white light. The splitting of white light into its component colors is called dispersion. I repeat, the splitting of white light into its component colors is called dispersion. Now, can you tell the sequence of colors that are appearing on the screen? The order in which the colors are seen on the screen. We can find violet at the bottom and then indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red on the top. Taking the first letter of these colors, V, I, B, G, Y, O, R, we get the acronym VIBGR. This acronym helps us to remember easily the order in which the colors appear on the screen. This band of the colored components of white light is called spectrum. The band of colored components of white light is called spectrum. I think all of you remember what is deviation in a prism. It is the path taken by the light after passing through the prism. We find that different colors of the white light bend or deviate by different angles with respect to incident ray. Can you tell which color is bending the least? The red color is bending the least and has less angle of deviation. We can find the violet, which bends the most, is at the bottom and its angle of deviation is more. That is the reason why violet is at the bottom and red on the top of the spectrum. Now, let us understand the cause of dispersion. We all have learned that light, when enters from a rarer medium air into a denser medium, glass, it bends towards the normal. This is because the speed of light is different in different media. Not only in different mediums, speed of light is different for different colors of light. Each color of light has a different speed. Hence, they bend by different amounts. We have seen that red deviates the least and violet deviates the most from the direction of the path of incident light. Now, can you guess which among these two colors, violet and red, will have more speed? Red, which is deviating less, has more speed. On the other hand, violet color, which deviates the most, has less speed. Due to this, it bends the most from the original path of the incident light. This is the reason why violet is seen at the bottom and red on the top. The colors of spectrum, VIBGYOR, are in the order of increasing wavelength. That means the wavelength of violet is less than the wavelength of red. Now, let us see how Newton has shown that the 7 dispersed colors of white light can be recombined to give back white light. He actually was trying to split the colors of spectrum further by using another glass prism. He could not get any more colors. Then he placed a second identical prism to that of the first one in an inverted position on its vertex. This arrangement of 2 identical prisms allowed all the colors of the spectrum obtained by the first prism to pass through the second prism. It was found that a beam of white light emerged out from the other side of this second prism placed in inverted position. This observation made him to conclude that sunlight is made of 7 colors. Any light which gives a spectrum similar to that of sunlight is known as white light. The most beautiful and spectacular phenomenon provided by nature by dispersion of sunlight is the formation of rainbow. Rainbow is a natural spectrum. It is caused by tiny water droplets present in the atmosphere. These tiny water droplets act like a prism and disperse sunlight. The formation of a rainbow can be understood with the help of the diagram shown. Sunlight, on entering the raindrop, first refracts and disperses. This dispersed light will be incident on the inner surface of the raindrop. Here, light gets reflected internally. Finally, light gets refracted again when it comes out of the raindrop. These phenomenon, refraction, dispersion, internal reflection and refraction again, that take place when sunlight falls on a raindrop will help the observer to visualize the rainbow. But there are a few conditions that are needed for the rainbow formation to take place. We will be discussing the conditions required for the formation of rainbow. The rainbow is formed in the sky when the sun is shining and it is raining at the same time. Both should take place at the same time. The sun has to shine and it should rain. Then only the rainbow formation will take place. It is always formed in a direction opposite to that of sun. So, we can see the rainbow only when we stand with our back towards the sun and the rain in front of us. So, these are the essential conditions for the formation of a rainbow. I think everyone have understood what is dispersion, the cause of dispersion, and how the rainbow formation takes place in nature. We will continue in the next module.